Right, this is a fun little mini project I've been meaning to do for years and years and years, but another project comes along and it gets pushed to the back. So basically, yeah, this is a thermal detonator from Return of the Jedi. It's the thermal detonator that Boosh threatens Jabba and is caught with at the start of the film. And it was given to me by my good friend Matt over in Florida. He had bought it and sent it to me, and it's a toy. It's basically a pass the parcel game. You switch it on, you hand it amongst your friends, and if it blows up when you're holding it, you're out. It's pass the parcel, but it's blooming good. Not only is it, or it looks to me, screen accurate, but the sound is accurate as well. Let me turn it on for you, like so. These, by the way, are red LEDs. It's just flaring out like mad because of the brightness, right? If you press that, it doesn't blow up, right? This is in movie mode. It just does it all the time. You can switch it to game mode, and yeah, then it will blow up. Right, so very, very accurate in size and shape and sound. Wasn't too accurate in the way of colour. It was pretty much just a regular aluminium colour. So in one of my numerous Star Wars reference books I've got, there was a really good shot of what the thermal detonator looked like. And that's what I've done, or I did years and years ago. I painted it up to look like the real deal, right? So that's that, and it was on the shelf for a couple of years. And then my good friend Alan went off to America and went on one of the studio tours, and he came back with the Disney-fied, commercialized thermal detonator, which is a cola bottle. You see at the back. It's a cola bottle in the form of a thermal detonator, right? So substantially bigger than that one. And thank you very much, Alan. And what I've been meaning to do for ages is actually dirty this down, not to the degree that one is, but make it more at home in the Star Wars universe. So I've got to tweak it, and that's what I'm going to be doing. This is my mini project. So I think first things first is get rid of this shine. I'm hoping if I spray matte varnish on that will take a lot of the shine off, and it doesn't react with this plastic wrapping. And prime and base coat the cap. Well, happy to say the matte varnish worked really, really well. And it's not until you lose the shine that you realise there's actually has been attempts to weathering, as you can see here. And that's the way I'm going to go. I'm not going to go as beat up as the Princess Leia one, because I'll lose all this lovely redness. But I am going to grime it down. I've got to paint the... Where is he? Yeah, I've primed the cap in Games Workshop Lead Belcher. So I've got to dirty that down and then extend that down onto the body. I'm going to first of all put more scratching on it, scratch the paintwork, and then I've got to grime him down. I think I'll come back after I've put the scratches on and I've got the cap finished, just before final dirtying. No interim stage, straight to the end. So there you go. Just adding more scratches to the existing ones. Dirtied down the cap. I guess that's the trigger button there. I might paint that red at some stage. And that's the extent of the weathering. As you can see, it's really gunky and horrible at the bottom. I've deliberately kept away from the Coca-Cola sign in the alphabet of Star Wars. I didn't want it to go too far, because if I'd gone to this sort of extent, it would have lost an awful lot of that, and I didn't want that. So there we go. a fun little project. Just while I was waiting for paint to dry on other projects. I might come back at some point and do a third thermal detonator, but this one made from scrap. So we'll see.